I think lockdown has taught people to learn many new things sitting at home. A lot of people who have never faced the camera have now learned to face the camera, and which means grooming becomes all the more important, at least like, so much.
Yes.
Your hair, your skin, when you're speaking, for instance, a nice nail polish that shows, a bit of jewelry. So a lot of people, even in the corporate world, who didn't really pay attention to grooming because they thought, oh, they need to go to work and back. And even guys, for that matter, who didn't even ever put a moisturizer on their face and, just wash their hair and went. Now have to be a lot more careful about their appearance. Now, of course, in the fashion world, we have always been aware of our appearance because that's the nature of the job.
Absolutely.
Right. But I'm really happy that, everybody else now is taking care of themselves. Small tips that I would like to share right off the cuff for grooming is, if you keep your internal health well, and your diet well, it will show on your skin and your hair. So drinking the right amount of water, not overdoing it. I don't know why people just overdo it. Another thing, a small tip is, drink your food and chew your water. I know that sounds weird, but
absolutely, yes.
Mostly I see people take a glass of water and just gulp it. It's so wrong. First of all, you have to sit down, and then you have to take 2 sips or 1 sip at a time and slowly allow it to go in. Another thing is, eating fast. Most people who are working people eat really fast because they have to get back to work. I would recommend you don't do that, because when you chew your food and the saliva already chews the food, and half the digestion takes place in the mouth.
It starts in the mouth.
Not put on weight, then they will not put on weight. So I will always connect it back to the grooming. What I'm saying is because you will never put on weight if you take at least 45 minutes to eat your meal. And you will know when you're fuller faster. So automatically the absorption of the body is better. Skin, you can just take care a little more. You're at home, 5 minutes a day, you can apply a face pack every single day. You can apply moisturizer in the morning and the night before sleeping. Simple things you can do. I think these grooming tips will go a long way for everyone.
So this is how we should be conscious with Achla.
We have to be conscious on various levels, on what we think, what we speak, what we ingest inside. So even the knowledge you ingest, for instance, there's so much on WhatsApp that comes, and not necessarily it's good for your mental health or your emotional health.
Right.
Also, social media, how much do you ingest in? Are there feelings of jealousy, or someone's doing better, envy? What are the feelings that you are ingesting? You got to be conscious of that too.
Wonderful. Yeah, I like what you said about eating your food. You should never be in a hurry about eating your food, because they also say digestion starts in the mouth, and we have 32 teeth. So they say you should chew like each bite 32 times. So 1 bite per tooth. You should
at least 20 to kar lo.
Kuch to kar lo. So this is great. Tell me about what are your views on mental health and the difficulty? You see, the glamour industry always seems very simple, and just as the word glamour is glamour, they feel that it's just glamorous. So yaar, bahut aasan hoga. But what are I want you to tell everybody, since you've been a supermodel, you're a show director, an award-winning show director, you've done IFA, you've done such big events yourself. What are the stresses that, say, a newcomer has to be prepared for, and how resilient should one be in the fashion industry? Because you're traveling all the time, you're going from one city to another, doing a fashion show, doing a fashion shoot. You as a choreographer are so busy directing the whole thing. So what are the stresses?
Okay, So there are many. That's
There many.
right. You can't really escape.
कोई नहीं आएगा इंडस्ट्री में अगर आप ऐसे.
You can't escape stress at all. But
Yeah,
what you can do
right.
is uh, learn to react differently.
Okay, that's
So
nice.
most of our problems are that we don't react correctly in a given situation.
Okay.
Oh, it takes time. Some people have a temperament of being calm and
Mhm.
some don't.
Yes.
So I, for instance, had to work towards it. I
Okay.
was definitely not a calm person. I'm very hyper. I even used to be like this crazy perfectionist where till I realized that it's okay not to be. It's okay what's happening, and to learning to accept what's happening is a very big part of letting go of stress.
I like that.
I'm
This
going to give very practical things what I
oh,
have been through. As a
yes.
model, I will divide it. Okay, so as a model and as a newcomer in the profession, I would say constantly find time to look after your body, working out amidst all the timelines that are given,
Yes.
getting adequate sleep,
Mhm.
uh, you know, definitely partying, why not? But till what time depends on your
That-
call time next morning.
That's true.
Not when we overdo and let go certain things, then it shows on the face. So taking care
Absolutely.
of your face definitely and your body is a stress at some times, because in between things you just have to go and work out. Secondly, to absorb everything that's being told to you and to deliver can be a stress. But if you keep an open mind and
Hmm.
hear and just understand that the person opposite you knows what they're saying and they're guides, they're your teachers, they're your guides, just follow it and go with it.
But
And
it's also
everybody's
great fun.
always there to help.
Yes, yes. Oh, you
You
think
know,
you think everybody helps each other out?
Oh,
I mean,
yeah, yeah,
it's such a
absolutely, absolutely. Even
really.
when I was a newcomer, I wouldn't say that everybody was there to help me, but you'll always find two people who will help you.
Yeah. Oh, I like that.
You
There
know,
are
you
definitely.
choose your battles, just don't choose stress.
I mean, I made some great friends along the way in the fashion industry.
Exactly.
Like we are talking right now. We are talking and we've
Yeah,
known each other for
we've
so
known
many
each other
years.
forever. For
Yeah.
instance, I always had a stress when I was a model because I tied the sari really badly. So every time there was a sari, I used to go, oh my God. And somehow I just couldn't get the hang of it. And I
Right.
always remember somebody helping me. I used to just say, they used to know, okay, Achla, we have to help her. And that's
Right.
fine. So similarly, if somebody didn't know a step or
Uh-huh.
didn't know a dance something or something, I was there to help them.
Oh,
I'm
that's nice.
saying stress will happen on different levels. Learn to cope, learn to move around it. Don't immerse yourself in it. Don't keep quiet. Find your way. It
But
will
that's a good
go.
way.
It's just
That's nice.
reaction.
Yeah, that's very nice what you're saying because when you're such a competitive profession, it's very difficult to keep your mental balance going. I mean, it's all professions are competitive nowadays because
One more thing that I could add, I don't know, that's only if people believe, but
Mhm.
I believe in the power of chanting a lot.
Nice.
So instead of wasting time sitting around during rehearsals, just chatting uselessly or sitting hours on your phone, if you can silently just sit down, read a book, or silently chant, whatever makes you peaceful, or put your, earphones and hear something that's calming you.
Right.
I'm saying there are many things to take care of your stress. As far
Yes.
as mental health goes, again, first, are you reacting or are you just taking action? You have to know the difference. You have to do the right thing.
Very interesting. Very
A
interesting.
lot of times, we don't want to do many things. So that's the time I would advise you to do the right thing. Whether
Uh-huh.
you like it or not is not the point.
So you create a habit, you create a structure, you create discipline, you create
Absolutely.
focus, and
That's by being conscious, right? That's
that's
called Whether you call it being aware, being conscious, that's what it is.
Yes, yes, yes. So
And
over
don't
the
let your
years, you
mind run haywire,
absolutely,
because it will.
as they say, अंदर का बंदर
Bilkul.
कुत्ता रहता है. Control the bundle. So,
Yeah.
so according to you, I mean, you especially, when I spoke to you the last time, you said you have evolved a lot as a human being, and you have inculcated certain very good habits that have helped you a lot along the way now, because you practice a lot of mantra meditation. You do. You've done a few courses in spirituality. And have you also done yoga? You
Yes.
also done
I
courses in yoga.
practice yoga. Yeah.
Great.
So I can't do the very, very high levels of yoga, but I do what's right for me. So that's another thing. Don't stress and pressurize yourself so much to
Mhm.
always be the absolute best. It will happen down the line.
Yes.
I started to baby steps, and I
Mhm.
had a knee issue. Okay.
Okay.
I have an autoimmune issue challenge as well. I won't say issue. I have
Okay.
challenges. I have a knee challenge,
Nice.
and I don't have issues. And so I worked with yoga. That's
Mhm.
what's helping me, and that's how I love yoga. It centers you. It's not about doing an asana. Yoga is not about that. Yoga is a union with who? The cosmic you and the real you, the physical you. So
Yes.
it is a complete union of the higher self and you. So when we completely work within our body and look at ourselves from within, our knees or whatever our challenges are from within, we talk with them, we connect with them through yoga, through breath work, through chanting. And
Yes.
automatically, when there is a union, there is calmness.
Mhm.
When there is calmness, there's clarity of thought. When
Mhm.
there is clarity of thought, there's clarity of speech.
Mhm.
And
Absolutely.
so it just becomes like a wholesome thing to do.
And then there's clarity of how you should implement and go forward.
Absolutely, of action,
Yeah.
clarity of
Because
action.
thought has to be converted to action.
Yes,
A lot of
yes.
people have a lot of knowledge, but they have no idea, or they don't have the ability to implement the knowledge. So
Maybe they don't have the enthusiasm to do so.
enthusiasm, yes.
So a lot of times I find that we lose enthusiasm because
Hmm.
supposing we have achieved a certain something,
Hmm.
okay, and the passion has gone. Passion has gone means the enthusiasm has gone. That's
Yes.
when people don't know what to do next. So I would suggest this is another thing. If
Uh-huh.
you follow your passion,
Yes.
you will find your career.
Oh, wonderful. That's so true. That's so true, because people are stuck in today's world in so many different professions that they don't like. uh, and they're just not having a productive, they don't have peace of mind. So what you
Yeah.
said is very right. Follow your passion and it'll
And
blossom into
everything
a
else will
beautiful.
follow.
That's
And
true.
if by some chance they
Yeah.
cannot do that, because some people really need to have that job, and then I suggest still follow your passion, don't give it up. It will lead you somewhere. If nothing, it will give you mental peace, mental health, and hence physical health, because physical health is connected to our mind, and now even scientists say that.
Fantastic. That's so true. So I'm going to go a bit close to another part. How do you, since you're a show director,
Yeah.
since you've done so many, you won awards, you've done IFA, you've done Fashion Week, you've
I
done
did
so
the
many
movie
shows.
Passion, which was
You
my
did the
favorite
movie
thing to do.
Fashion. How do you, in today's world, since the world's become so competitive, people even go to acting school like Lee Strasberg in the US. Even it's not even for actors, it's even for people in the corporate game. Anyone and
Yeah,
anyone should go to acting school, because that's a way of grooming yourself. So how
sure.
do you, what are your views on if someone suffers from, say, stage fright?
Yeah.
stage fright or camera or the camera. A lot of people don't want to face the camera. The moment they go on stage, they freeze. So how do you think you could guide someone?
So you see, I have worked with a lot of models, a lot of newcomers, and when I train them and groom them to be models, part of this is teaching them how to be more confident. I believe it is the root, it is the foundation. In fact,
Right.
my whole one class is dedicated only to confidence, because most people, and most, whether it is stage fright or oh my god I can't do this, it is related to our Swadhisthana Manipur chakras, where we talk about confidence, we feel confident. When you're that young, actually we don't know who we are, and that's why I guide them to understand themselves first from the root, which is confidence. वहीं से सब कुछ होता है. Everything we do today, if I'm talking to you very easily, and or I go and do something, or I go and stand on stage, or I direct, it comes through confidence. So I always tell people, don't take a shortcut. Don't just jump, oh, I want to be a model. Yes, you will be. Let's go climb the ladder one by one. So start on the first step, which is confidence.
Baby steps.
There are many techniques and many things I teach. I also teach them some breathing exercises to get
nice.
to see stage fright. What happens is, once you start training them, first time they'll have it in front of you or the class, second time they'll have it, third time it's gone.
Absolutely.
Because mostly it's the miracle of the mind. So I've taken away that not needed miracle.
Yeah.
We can conject a lot of things in our mind, a lot,
Yes.
and most of them are not true, but we start believing them, and फिर वो belief system बन जाता है. वो belief system को जब जड़ से काट दो, everything becomes okay.
Belief system.
We need new belief systems. That's why we need to work on ourselves. If I had a belief system some time ago, and I thought now it no longer suits me, you move to the next belief system, and the next, and the next. It can't be static all your life. I'm like that only. That can't work.
So true, so true, so true. So true. Wonderful. So everybody who's going to be watching this very interesting talk, Achla is going to be doing hopefully some master classes with us in the next virtual marathon, which is going to take place very soon. I don't know if I've already told you about it, but it's happening very soon. Thank you for coming on board. And there's a lot more coming from her in the near future. And I hope that's if her belief system doesn't change.
ऐसी बातों पे नहीं बदल सकता, वहाँ दिमाग काम करना पड़ता है.
It's all in the mind.
No, I also actually love teaching, because I feel more wonderful people come in my profession.
Yes.
More I have a chance to give back to my industry that gave me so much.
Right, right. So thank you, Achla. Thanks again.
Thank you. Thank you,
on behalf of
the
background, as you can see, Playscape, Active Hub, you can say Be Conscious, and the Airtel Half Delhi Marathon, and of course, Procam International. Thanks so much, and see you soon.